everybody. We are the Pearfects. We're kind of part of the Pearfects. There's multiple pairs, and we are just happy to be the ones who showed up tonight to entertain people. So, I'm Steve, Amy, He-Man. The three of us are going to do a few different kinds of games tonight. First game we're going to do is a classic short form game. It's called One Word Story. We're just going to take turns. One sentence story. That's more fun than one sentence story. The one word's too hard. One sentence, perfect. I'll say a sentence. Amy will say a sentence. He-Man will say a sentence. I'll say a sentence, and we'll keep going, trying to build a amusing story with an interesting plot and characters, and we'll just call it over when it's done. Then we're going to play a game which is called Press Conference, and Amy is going to be the nefarious and evil public relations czarina from unnamed corporation who's in trouble, and me and He-Man are going to interrogate her. And then we'll do a mono scene or a daisy chain, or basically a series of two-person scenes that we have fun with, and that will take us out of the show. And if we have any time, I have a secret game in the back of my mind, just in case we have any extra time left.
No.
So, all right. First game
We're going to need a suggestion.
We need a suggestion, if our friend Brian wouldn't mind. Anything you like, Brian.
How about tripod?
Tripod. Okay.
All right.
So all three of us can stay on the screen if you want. Yeah.
You don't want to start fresh? All right, fine.
Sure.
That's fine.
We're good. We're good here.
It's
all right.
fine.
I'll go first, then Amy, then He-Man, then me, then Amy, then He-Man, then me. We just go around until we've exhausted the story.
We go round and round?
Round and round.
You got it, Steve. Go.
That's right. Okay. Tripod. The tripod is standing next to the window.
The window is being lashed with a vicious cold rain.
The cold rain is falling over this lonely girl at night.
The lonely girl at night stands outside, looks up at the window.
Is the lonely girl real, or is she a ghost? Unclear.
A lonely boy joins her. Is he real? He looks real.
The lonely girl and lonely boy hold hands and both look up at the window.
As they look up at the window, the owner of the house looks out and screams, "No!"
Suddenly, the lonely boy realizes the lonely girl is disappearing.
The lonely boy tries to grab the lonely girl, but it doesn't work.
The rain makes everything so slippery, so the lonely boy takes out of his back pocket a brown paper bag in which there is a smashed peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And he takes the peanut butter and he smears it everywhere, and he grabs her.
The girl is covered with peanut butter, and the boy starts to lick her.
and the girl says, I think you'd like me better with jelly.
And the homeowner says, "Knock it off. I didn't spend $500,000 and move to the burbs to look at this."
The man in the window calls his wife over.
The man in the window says to his wife, Hey, do you recognize the boy and girl down there?
The wife looks out the window very carefully and she says, "They're just neighborhood children. Just let the dog out."
I've seen. Let the dog out on the poor kids. All righty. This next game is Amy, pop on up, and you are the evildoer.
Yes.
Neighborhood children.
I represent window Windows of the World, serving suburbia since 1972. And I understand I called you here today because there's been unconfirmed reports in alternative media about children appearing when you look out our windows. And I can say this is a mass hysteria of some sort. We make perfectly double glazed windows. We have since 1972. We install them for you. They're Energy Star certified, and there's nothing about any ghostly apparitions in our windows. So I just need to put this urban legend to rest. Am I right?
And just Miss, what did you say your name was again? I didn't catch that. What is your name again?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm a little eager to get here. So
No,
my
I gotta
name
write
is
that down.
Rhonda Jones Zimmer. And there's a
Ah.
hyphen between the Jones and the Zimmer. Rhonda Jones Zimmer.
Rhonda, Miss
Windows of
yeah.
the World. Yes.
All right. Where's my colleague? There's got to be two of us here. Where's my? All right. Ms. Jones Zimmer. I'd like to ask the first question, please.
You can just call me Rhonda. This won't take but a second, gentlemen.
Rhonda.
Yes.
There was a story of
yes.
two kids being eaten by a dog.
Dan, come on. I know you're from the Frederick Daily News. Okay, Dan, we go back a bit. All right, just tone it down. All right,
this is the
start
biggest
over,
story
Dan.
to break all year, my entire career. I want to know, did you see the dog eat the kids? It sounds horrible.
Well, Dan, your internet is a little slow, so I need you to repeat that question.
Did you see the dogs eat the kids?
You're asking me if the dogs ate the kids. I'm talking about our windows and that there's nothing visible through them that we wouldn't normally see. Whatever's in your yard is what you see through our windows because they're crystal clear. Whether or not there's a dog eating, I don't know what goes on in anybody's neighborhood.
Have a whack at her, He-Man.
Yeah,
Excuse me. You're from what? The Baltimore Nightly News?
yes, of course I am. I think there are little holes in your story. That appeared to be your dog, isn't it? I have a record right here. That was your Doberman, and it appears you probably made your dog do that. Now, just admit it. You train dogs to attack little kids, do you not?
My mini pincher Princess stays in my condo downtown. She doesn't end up in suburban backyards. So if there's another mini pincher that's also black and tan, there's not a lot Rhonda can do about that.
So you say, lucky for you, or maybe unlucky for you, we have a footage of you training the dog to attack these little kids behind the house. So what do you have to say for yourself?
Yeah.
Clearly shows you are responsible.
Well, I did it for a good reason.
Attacking kids for a good reason. Yeah, I like to hear that answer.
Well, it's less about the kids. It's more about protecting the suburban view. People invest a lot of money in these windows, and we want the view to be their dream. And children staring at you while you're eating dinner, it's no one's dream. So yeah, maybe I trained Princess to chase off the kids. Maybe that's an added feature of our windows.
I'd like to. Princess? Seriously? You named your dog Princess? No one names their dog Princess. That's ridiculous.
Terrible.
Well,
Come on.
of course I named her Princess. She's my precious creature. Oh, my
She's
little...
a snarling mini black and white pincher. She's a terror.
But she's Mama's little girl. She only gets angry when people ask Rhonda mean questions.
Well, I mean, that princess of yours is responsible for a lot of blood in the streets. I'm afraid we're gonna have to take the dog away from you. Or probably, yeah, you don't want to hear the stuff we're gonna be doing with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take Rhonda's dog.
Yes.
I'm putting it in the news tomorrow.
You hear what he's
Kid
saying?
killer.
Do you hear?
Blood on the streets because of your dog.
Well, there's blood on the streets. Let's talk about blood on the streets. That's
Yeah, let's
because
do. It's my favorite topic.
that's
Blood on the street.
that's
Go
that
for it.
slaughterhouse truck. That's the one that broke down and
Oh, what
You're
a
all-
terrible
the gate
excuse.
came down and that's got nothing to do with Princess. She's telling
You
me she's
blamed the
moved.
slaughterhouse truck last week. Last week it was the slaughterhouse truck. Week before that, it was the slaughterhouse van. Then it was the slaughterhouse car. Then it was the slaughterhouse scooter. You're always blaming the slaughterhouse something or other.
Well, okay, this time I know for sure. I have confirmed it was Halloween spirit carting away to their storage unit for next year. It had nothing to do with my princess.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, I don't believe that either. And like I mentioned, the footage shows you clearly were prepping your dog, coaching him, biting little kids so he could watch you do it. So
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it.
I mean, I'm looking at it right now. You are biting kids, and the little dogs are watching you, but they did the same thing.
Well,
Yep,
okay,
this is
I
an
do
open
it
and
for a
shut case.
reason. I
Open and
do
shut
it.
case.
It's just part of my expanded service package. A lot of people really don't understand discipline anymore. So, sure, I'll sell you a window and I'll train your kids too. I don't, I've got 100% satisfaction guarantee and no one's called.
100% satisfaction guarantee. I'll give you credit for that one. Okay, now we're just going to try a mono scene, and I think we're going to just use one of the suggestions, or the window. Yeah, the window seems to work. Okay. I was I'm admitting it. Last night I was standing at the window. I was looking across the street into your window because I love you. I'm just saying it like that. Into your window because I love you.
What? You just admitted to peeping on me? You creep? You want to repeat that right here into my phone, you weirdo?
Whoa. It's not quite going the way I thought it was going to go. It's more of a loving admiration from afar.
Loving admiration from afar. Like,
Yeah.
It's like 20 feet. It's not the Grand Canyon. And if you're peeping in my window,
no.
Yeah,
No. Oh, I can.
Admiration is more like flowers and cards.
Okay. All right. Let me start over again. I feel we get off on the wrong foot because when I said I was standing at the window looking across in your room, I meant because of my great admiration and affection and respect for you and your awesome body. I mean, I love you.
All right. So your admiration and respect expresses itself as peering in my window. So I'm going to guess maybe as your affection for me grows, what are you going to do? You're going to start leaving notes under my windshield? Like, are we going to have? Yeah.
Could we meet? Perhaps we could meet. Then it wouldn't be, two strangers, I mean, I know it's kind of weird over Zoom and all, but like, what if you met in person?
All right. So you're going to increase my affection by peeping in my window, leaving me weird notes, and then you want me to meet you in a different location. You want me to leave this location
Right.
and go with you to a
Right.
new location.
Yes, that I know. The way you put it, it sounds awful. I'm gonna. I'm.
It really
I'm.
does.
I'm gonna. No, I'm. I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna leave and come back and see if I can find someone else to represent me better.
Yeah. So, this guy, he comes to my door
Yeah.
and he's telling me he's watching me. Like, geez, Bruce, what am I supposed to do? Like, I just moved in. I've got
Right.
this, like, he dresses like he's a 12-year-old and he admires me. Like, of course, I've got, like, why don't I get all this creepy stalkers? What am I doing wrong? I mean, you're my dentist. Tell me what I'm doing wrong.
Well, you have a long. Well, first of all, I got to tell you. First of all, your teeth are perfect, so that is going to attract a certain category of person who admires teeth. And oftentimes you find that there's kind of a pattern of weird dudes who can become interested and obsessed in you. I am, not trying to be clear. I'm not one of them. I'm just your dentist who would take responsibility for your awesome teeth. But sometimes there's just there's people out there. I will protect you. Yeah, you come over to my house. I'll take care.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to stay here and we'll just continue the cleaning. Maybe that's kind of where this patient doctor
Right.
relationship goes.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I'm
what
not
I'm
getting
thinking.
I'm not getting a good vibe. I was not expecting that. I was thinking more once I laid on the compliments about the awesome teeth, and I do mean awesome. That I mean, you might get a warm feeling inside for
For
Dr.
Dr.
Nell.
Bruce, who I've been seeing
Um,
since I was 7.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, no,
Yeah.
fine,
I
fine,
think
fine,
I think
fine.
we'll just kind of we'll wrap this up.
I'm going to excuse myself. Yeah.
So the trick to getting the streaks out of the window so you can see out real well, you're not going to believe what it is. It's newspaper.
You using newspaper? Oh,
Newspaper, vinegar and water and
really?
newspaper. And it's like crystal clear. You can see right out the window. Yeah, like
All right.
honestly, Dave, I mean, it's changed my life. Like I had no idea.
I'm just gonna. I just happen to. So you're saying I just uh, right here with
Yeah.
newspaper? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, well, yeah, Dave, mom didn't teach us right. Mom was using like linty cloth. That's why our windows are always covered in lint. And then, you know, I read magazines, so that's where I've learned everything. Like, because mom, she
Yeah.
I taught myself how to tie my own damn shoe. It's
Huh.
newspaper and vinegar, and
You you ever seen them?
it's like, my gosh,
Two,
I'm 55 and I finally learned how to clean a window.
I'm impressed by that because I've been a little confused. There's two kids outside my house. I can't. They look like apparitions, kind of a ghost-like creatures, but I can see when I clean the window. It's actually two kids laughing, pointing their fingers up here, laughing at me.
Dave, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, so there's all
Hmm.
right, so let's just assume for the sake of discussion, there's two kids outside your window laughing at you. That's what
There
I'm
is.
that's what I'm hearing. There's two kids outside, yeah,
There's
because they've
two
got
right
nothing
now.
better to do. They're not looking at their phones, they're looking at my brother. This is how they're choosing to spend their evening. My
You
bachelor
make
brother,
yeah.
Yeah.
You make it sound so implausible, like I'm making it up. But I'm telling you, they're out there. They're out there right now, mocking me.
Yeah, Dave, you live in a one-room apartment, and you don't even have a TV. And why would this interest any child in your neighborhood?
It's a international conspiracy of the United States of American child clubs who decided to pick on me. All of them, everywhere I go, there's some kid laughing at me.
All right, so kids are laughing at you. Dogs see you and pee. What else was it? Last week it was you walk in the grocery store and apples fall over.
Yeah, don't forget bald eagles land on my shoulder.
Yeah, you and the raptor thing too. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So I'm trying to how to put this, Dave. It's just a window. It's just a neighborhood. It's just a starling.
All right. I'm just gonna just one last thing here. Hey, you kids out there, kids, stop with that. Stop with that with the spying and the laughing. Stop laughing at me. That's gonna work.
All right, so just take that tripod and just shove it out the window and see.
I would. I briefly thought about doing that. So anyhow, He-Man, are you still there? Come on back. Say goodbye to our friends and viewers.
Thanks,
or viewer.
Highwire.